and gentlemen, and welcome back. It is us, Dragon's Greed Gaming, and we are back once again with another episode of Mork's Madboyz, our Warhammer 40,000 Wrath and Glory actual play series. As always, be sure you stop by our Facebook page for all our latest news and what's going on with the channel. Be sure you stop by Spreaker, where we host the podcast, and check out our YouTube channel, where you can get video, well, quote-unquote video, of all of our episodes. I got some actual video content coming for you folks next year. And then, what else? Oh yeah, well, obviously, if you want to help support the channel, stop by our Patreon page and throw a couple coins in the Dragon's Hoard. I actually want to give a shout out to, I think we gave a shout out last week to our new friend from Ireland, Rafal, who is our newest Patreon member. So thank you so much for that. And also, we have another new Patreon member, simply named Ryan. Not sure who you are, man, but thank you so much for joining. I really hope you enjoy our Warhammer actual play we've got going on there. So let us know what you think when you finally get a chance to listen to a few episodes. But thank you guys both so much. That really helps out the channel. That helps us continue to grow and pay for some of the costs, like our hosting on Spreaker, and getting our digital gear like Foundry and our modules and all that kind of stuff, so we can keep bringing games. And eventually we'll use that towards some of our gear and our kit as well. Hopefully we can equip everybody with super fancy stuff. But every dollar, every coin helps, so we really appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much for your generosity. It means a lot to us. And let us know what you think of the Patreon. If you think there's other things we could add as rewards, or you got cool ideas for how we might change or shake things up, let us know. We're always looking to make things as valuable as we can for you. So don't be strangers. I think that's all the shoutouts and things I need to do as far as I can tell. So let's go around the table. Tell us who you are, who you're playing, anything exciting you've been up to the last week or so. And why don't you tell us what you have in store for Thanksgiving, since that's next week and we won't play before that happens. So we'll start it off with our war boss.
Hello, I am Eric. I play Loktar, the commando turned war boss. As far as this past week, I got my tattoo complete on Thursday, my World Eater one. So I'm pretty excited about that. I'm planning my next one.
What's the next one going to be?
I think I'm either going to do Captain America or Ninja Turtle Michelangelo.
Oh, cool.
You got pics of the finished one you can share?
Yeah, I can send those right now.
Yeah, throw them in the chat so we can check
and
that out.
then for Thanksgiving, we the kids kind of weren't really feeling turkey anymore, so we're so far from family that we don't really need to worry about anybody else. So we are gonna do kind of a make your own sushi day.
Oh, that sounds like my type of Thanksgiving.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, so just the small 5 of us hanging out, making sushi and fun stuff.
Cool, man. Yeah, tattoo looks great. Nice
Thanks.
and colorful, vibrant. Cool, man.
Nice.
Yeah, she's good.
Yeah, I've really been wanting to get some sort of Death Guard or symbol of Nurgle, mark of Nurgle, but got a couple extra tattoo ideas I want to get. I've got a few so far, but there's more I'd like to do in the future.
I know. I think I'm kind of hooked now.
Yeah, it's definitely true. Like, once you get the first one, you always have ideas for others. I've heard that from so many people, and it seems to be true. So cool. Beautiful. All right, how about Sean? How are you tonight?
I'm doing well, Chris.
I
Doing
was
well.
I was gonna say something to talk shit about other Matt and Travis, but I couldn't come up with anything. So
Wow, that's a first, I guess.
yeah, most reliable Sunday night friend, except for tomorrow night, apparently.
Yeah. Well, my apologies in advance.
Not
Gee-
accepted.
Shit. Okay, I'll leave right now. Fuck you. Doing well. I want to give a shout out to Ryan, who is actually a close friend of mine.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so he reached out about the podcast, and so he said he was gonna subscribe, and he subscribed to the one with the Warhammer Fantasy stuff. So what up,
Fucking
Ryan?
Sweet. Thanks, bro. That's fucking awesome. That's so cool.
Yeah,
Even better.
I know. And he likes dwarves and hates elves, so he really likes ogres as his favorite race. But
Oh, well, hey, you wanna get that Warhammer campaign started. You can play an ogre all fucking day, man. I'd love that.
right. I'm still playing Pep MD. That's me. Thanksgiving plans, hanging out with some friends, not eating turkey because, like Eric's kids, I don't particularly enjoy turkey.
Bunch of turkey haters around here. Okay.
Yeah, the ham is a better meat in my opinion.
I mean, ham's not bad. You're not necessarily wrong. So, okay. Well, that's fine. Friend Thanksgiving is always good. I definitely miss those days. So, we used to do. One of the bosses here when I worked for Games Workshop used to do what he called the Thanksgiving for the Wayward, and anyone that wanted was invited to his house. And I mean, we're talking like tons and tons of people, kind of like my barbecues back in the day. Just people hanging out all day playing games and eating tons of food. Definitely miss those gatherings. Those are good times. Yep,
Great stuff.
it is. Yeah. How about you, Frogget? How are things on your end of the pond?
Oh, things are going pretty well. I'm, of course, playing Ed Aka, and I think I got through a lot of my sort of local Thanksgiving celebrations this past week when I roasted a 25-pound turkey and just made the soup out of it a little earlier today. But yeah, next week I'll go back into Chicagoland to visit family and all of that. And on the other side of things, I guess I spent 2 hours today watching H Bomber Guy's breakdown of the origins of the oof sound from Roblox, which really blew my hair back. And if you have an interest in video games, I would recommend watching it, even though it sounds like the dumbest pitch of all time.
It definitely
Wow.
sounds obscure, but I mean that makes it all the more interesting, I suppose. So the game is called Roadblocks? I'm not familiar with that.
Yeah, Roblox. It's like Minecraft, kinda, sort of, except they, instead of having a development team, they like crowdsource all of their content from people that make it for free, and then get like a 15% cut of anything that they sell. So it's sort of like a weird mod shop where everybody is getting. Well, there's a lot of, I guess, shady things about Roblox, but that's
Yeah,
not really.
my kids.
Yeah, you could just pop in and play like a Sonic ripoff for free or something like that, and that's not necessarily sinister on its face, but there's an undercurrent of exploitation, which is interesting. That you
Okay. I
could
gotcha.
really fall down a rabbit hole of.
Okay, cool. And finally, Kyle, are you back down in the Keys finally?
Yes, I am, and I am fucking out of my mind tired. This week flew by because it was unpacking and getting shit situated and getting the house all together and stuff. So I am like super out of it. I will be playing Grave Squatcha, the burn a boy who likes to burn shit. He was just getting ready to burn a boy.
Yeah.
And yeah, so As for Thanksgiving, Dad and I are down here, so we're very far away from family. So we will probably grill various meats on the grill, and probably just do that.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that. Sounds like a good plan.
Love me some grilling.
Hell yeah, man. Too. Cool. Well, I am your host, the Great Unclean One, and what's been going on? Well, as you guys know, I got Duncan Rhodes' new paints last week, or the week before. I've been trying them out on a Lannister Guard Captain for Song of Ice and Fire, and I've only used a couple colors, obviously, but from what I've used so far, most of these paints are actually quite smooth as they claim. Still getting used to not having every possible color in the world like I do with Games Workshop stuff, but having a limited palette is kind of liberating in a sense because I don't have to make as many choices. It's kind of made for me. So just doing a basic base coat wash and a single layer highlight. Because I don't have time to fucking do all that other stuff. So far it's turning out pretty cool. I've been playing a lot of Command & Conquer Remastered, and we are getting ready for some Darktide tomorrow night. 40k Darktide just got released for the pre-orders, so that'll be awesome. And what else? I feel like there was something else going on. That probably wasn't worth mentioning. Yeah, that's it. Thanksgiving, I have no idea what we're doing. We don't have any family nearby, which I'm not necessarily sad about because I'd rather just enjoy a day off and not have to go do shit. So I'm hoping maybe we'll just order Chinese because the Chinese place will be open, but I know for sure we ain't cooking no turkey or anything like that, and my wife is not exactly a fan of ham, so I don't know what's wrong with her, but we'll see what happens. But I'm on call this week, so I'm on call this weekend, this week. I'm on call Thanksgiving. I'm on call my fucking birthday on Tuesday, so it's probably gonna be pretty shit, to be honest. Not gonna lie. But we're here right now, and as Kyle said, he's gonna burn a small child, so that should be a hell of a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I'll
yeah,
keep him warm for the rest of his life.
things are looking up finally. I think that's it. So why don't we just dive straight in here and get to our hilarious show. So last we left, the tribe had made it to the feral world of Thentros, a planet that is mostly a blasted landscape with a high concentration of carbon dioxide in its atmosphere, making the regular surface rather treacherous with little to no life. However, several massive world-spanning super canyons are home to a far different ecosystem, one resembling that of a tropical jungle, and with all sorts of life, including the humans that call this planet home, primitive tribespeople who are often recruited as fresh stock for the Imperial Guard Regiment in the system. You guys decided to come here in hopes of fighting a good fight and maybe crumping some big beasts. And after dealing with some Imperial ships out in orbit, you made planetfall and found a dropship of Imperial Guard who were attempting to set up camp. You guys ambushed them, although the ambush didn't go quite as well as you'd hoped, and all hell broke loose. A couple of your boys got fried, but you guys made it through relatively unscathed and took out the patrol. Although that sergeant really tried his heart out with that chainsword, but he just couldn't do much. After that, one of your orcs... Oh, you guys decided to chase the dropship as it fled, only to see it crash into the canopy as it tried to pull off some sick evasive maneuvers. And then you scanned the valley once again, found a cave entrance on one of the edges of the cliff walls, and while preparing to go in there, you discovered that one of your boys had gone missing. You found his severed hand, clearly bitten off or torn off by some creature. And when you couldn't find anything else except his gun, you then decided to bring a bunch of the boys down on your new heavy transport ship that Mulgrim has built for you guys. And you are now about to enter a tunnel network where, just as we ended last week, you got your first glimpse of one of the humans of this planet. A small child in kind of tribal-like attire, and when he saw you guys, he ran off screaming, and although you do not understand the language he is speaking, something in the back of your little green minds makes you think that he's shouting the word orc or greenskin in his tongue. And so, that is where we shall begin. Unless I missed anything or anybody has any questions about that. Great.
Nope.
Two things before we begin. I checked, we were talking about carrying capacity and encumbrance and all that. Apparently this game doesn't actually have any sort of encumbrance rules other than don't be stupid about it. Which, while I do agree to some extent, everyone knows that I'd much prefer to have rules in a game than not. So, that being said, yeah, you can't carry like 100 things. So, if you've got like 6 weapons on you, you probably shouldn't be carrying them. If you have a question, just let me know. But yeah, there's no actual rules in this game about that. And that's really the only rules thing we have to talk about. So, with that in mind, what would you guys like to do? It is probably about midday, give or take, after you chase down the other dropship and spent the night planetside here. You guys should all be fully recuperated at this point, because you guys did rest. So you should be back to full wounds and shock if you're not already. Remove any conditions, at least not permanent ones. And Matt, I'll put your character on the board here just so you've got your thing. Why is that being weird?
Oh, I could see everything a second ago. Now it's
Okay, I don't know why.
Chris, I did have a quick question. So
There you go.
a while back, I picked up a radium pistol. What is the ammo for that?
Check the description of the gun. That will often tell you. Radium pistol.
It's
Yeah, I was gonna ask about ammo too, because I had to add it to my.
So you look under keywords, and it'll tell you. In this case, that one is a projectile.
Oh,
So
okay.
there should be ammo that says projectile ammo.
Okay.
Which basically means it's like a regular gun that actually shoots like an actual bullet. It's not shooting like a laser beam or weird shit like that.
Okay. Okay.
How much ammo can I carry? Like, let's say
You can carry 3 ammo for each weapon you have.
Okay.
There are different pieces of gear that let you carry more. I believe there's like bandoliers and also like an ammo bag or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, but regularly it's just 3, so you should mark that off on your quantities if you haven't already.
Okay. And is like a bandolier? Is that just like gear that we can acquire?
Yep. Yeah, you look through the items and see what there is. I don't know what they're called off the top of my head, but I know there's at least 1 or 2 things that let you carry more ammo.
Okay.
I think they give you some other bonuses too, but
I might want to look for a bandolier. More for.
Yeah, and they have like an ammo backpack as well, I believe.
So I want to try and get black armor and probably a bandolier. Or probably my
well,
next 2.
I don't think you guys are doing that right now, as
No.
you just spotted this little child run off, clearly noticing your presence. Is there any other bookkeeping stuff we need to do before we start, though? Okay. Well, what shall we do? Or I should say, what do you guys want to do?
Say we follow the boy.
Let's get the burners up front to light our way. Go grab
Here
some.
we go.
Grab some boys.
All right. So, as you guys enter the tunnel system, it becomes very apparent that this is a twisting maze of tunnels and pathways. So, you guys will have a squad of boys with you. You can swap out your big shoot-a boy for a burn-a boy to light the way. But we'll assume that you are one of many groups going through the tunnels trying to find things. Would you please, whoever wants to, anybody can try, please give me either a survival or an awareness test to see if you can track down where this kid ran off to. Oh, we've got
Oh,
a critical. We've got a complication.
Oh, no.
Another complication. Okay, Locktar, that should give you guys a point of glory. I don't know why it didn't, but here you go. Okay.
I'm gonna
Go ahead.
direct. I also want to direct one of the boys in our group to leave markings on the cave to find our way back,
Okay.
like or paint or something.
Yeah, well, you see, he kind of tilts his head looking at it, like at the wall, like what he should do, and then you see he just takes his slugger and just shoots the wall and shoots a big hole.
I forget. Not everybody's a commando.
Okay, yeah, roll your complications, please, for those that got them. Okay. Physical mishap for Head Hacka and harsh environments for Scorcha. Okay, so Scorcha, this makes sense. Your knee, on your new bionic leg, is acting up as you guys are making your way through the tunnel. The terrain gets a lot rougher in here. These are definitely not man-made tunnels. They are natural, so the path goes up and down, left and right. Sometimes you're climbing, sometimes it's a very steep incline, sometimes you're trying to make sure you're not slipping. And all throughout here, you guys can hear the drip and sound of water, either small streams or occasionally coming to like full pools of water. As you guys read in the profile of the planet, this is where the source of water on the planet seems to be. So a lot of these rocks are slippery, and that is not exactly easy. Please give me, Grave Scorcha, a athletics test to avoid slipping as you lose your footing.
What's the DN for that?
3.
Okay.
We have a critical. Okay, so now that one gave you guys I don't understand. That one gave you a point of glory, but when Locktar did, it didn't. Weird. You guys should be at... Wait, why? It should be at 2 glory, not 3. Okay, well...
There was a
unless-
shift from somebody.
Oh, there was? My bad. Okay.
Yeah, I shifted for glory. I think it was
Gotcha.
because Eric's test didn't pass. He got 2 successes.
Yeah, but the critical is irregardless of passing.
Oh. Huh.
I mean, that's the difference I see. Maybe Foundry's messed up, but
Yeah.
the rules, yeah. Anyway, okay. Well, Scorcha, your leg locks up. You start messing with it, and you're kind of overenthusiastic to try to get your leg to unlock. And as you do, you lose your footing, and you're about to slip. But you regain your balance, and you actually slide down the little incline, almost like you're skateboarding without a skateboard, and you look quite cool when you do it.
Nice.
And you even go a little faster. Head Hacka, you guys are walking around, and you quickly realize that it is pitch black in these tunnels. The only light you guys have right now is your Burna Boy, who's occasionally, he's got the Burna on like in Aliens, where there's always the little flame at the end, and as you guys come like around a corner, he pulls the trigger to give you guys a little bit of light and see what's up ahead. But it is dark in Dare. And I did some research because I'm sure it was going to come up. Unlike in other games, orcs in 40k apparently do not have very good night vision at all, comparable or perhaps even worse than that of humans. So the light is definitely an issue for you guys.
I wanted to mention, just jump in from one of my earliest level up purchases. One of the augmetic eyes is the Presence goggles, the night vision.
That's awesome. Cool. And what exactly does that do for you?
I can ignore any penalties to test due to visual conditions. It is a thermosensitive technology that grants the wearer ability to see heat signatures even in the dark. And I think that's mainly for shooting at guys and not necessarily for navigating tunnels, which would be largely
it's kind of like predator vision.
Yeah, I think that's what they're going for.
Yeah, grants the wearer the ability to see heat signatures even in the dark. Yeah, so you if somebody runs past you with a heat signature, you'll see them clear as day.
Yeah, that's the Night Lord's vision.
But the regular dark, so you can see the other orcs around you in your squad, but the rest of the dark is still a detriment to you and a problem.
Yeah.
But anyway, because it is so dark, and you accidentally clonk your head on a low-hanging stalagmite. I don't know which one's which. So give me.
Oh, I never remember that.
You got it. Tight.
Give
They hang
me
tight
a
to the ceiling.
toughness test, please.
Mites crawl up, tights fall down.
Okay. Give me a toughness test,
Excellent.
otherwise you shall take a wound as you clonk your head.
Toughness, so tough. Cool.
Ooh, another complication.
Damn, it's like the exact opposite of last week, boys.
Okay, so you take a wound as you hit your head, and another harsh environment. Let's see. What else? Do you have 2 augmetic eyes?
Yeah, you can get, when you take the talent, you can get 2 common ones. So I have one that's ballistic skill, reticle eyeball, and one that's the other thing that we talked about a second ago.
All right. Well, your other mishap here, because you critically failed on a critical failure, basically, is you have smashed one of the eyes and damaged it right now. On a high, it'll be the presence. Okay, so your predator. Oh, sorry, that was. Let me do that again, so it's public. If it's a high, 4, 5, or 6, it will be the presence goggle eye. Okay, so it is damaged. It will require a Tech 5 test to fix. You can try it once while you're down here. If you don't fix it, then you got to go back to your lab and fix it. So basically, you bop your head the first time, you take a wound, it discombobulates you so much that you turn around and instantly walk into another one, and you smash part of the device on a sharp part of the rock. All of you can hear and see like a spark pop off his face.
Oh, who put this here?
It's them damn Yumis.
And you can see when he turns towards you, in the dark, you would see both of his glowing bionic eyes. Only one of them is glowing, the other one's like sparking and flickering.
Don't let the walls jump out at you.
Yeah, some of the Slugger boys laugh at that. But did anybody actually pass their test?
I think it was half and half.
Okay. So you are able to find signs, or perhaps you can hear the child not too far ahead, and you feel like you're on the right path. Again, though, what are the rest of you doing for light? Because you can basically see a couple feet in any direction, and then it's just pitch black. I mean, you guys are in a cave with no light other than the flamethrower.
I
Uh,
guess I didn't realize our night vision was so bad at the time. So
I mean, is there something you guys want to do before you go into the tunnels? You would quickly realize that it is darkened there.
well, I mean, I do have my Burna, but would my avian servitor have maybe a light on it?
Oh, I don't know. What did we put on that thing, Head Hacka? You're the one who built it, didn't you? Fix it up.
I mean, it has to be able to navigate on its own, but I guess I don't know what would standardly be on there. I mostly just strapped explosives to it and a detonation
Yeah,
and releasing mechanism.
I don't think most servitors have any sort of lights on them. They're just a lobotomized human to do manual labor. So because they're
Okay.
like part robot, they probably don't necessarily need that. So yeah, since we didn't specifically say anything, he probably doesn't have a light.
Okay. Can I? Would there
So
be a way
we
for
have-
me to fashion a torch and have him just fly around with it?
Give me either a survival or a cunning or a tech test. DN3.
I'll try tech.
Oh, that's a lot.
I
Of dice.
mean,
Holy shit.
Nice. Roll.
Wow, crushing it. You've got some shifts there if you want to shift anything.
yeah. Let's shift one to glory. And then one, yeah, like, what does it make it better or efficient, more efficient?
Yeah, what are you trying to make it out of?
I wonder if there is, so we're planet side. Are we in suits, or is the environment okay?
No, you guys don't need suits when you're in the valleys, only if you're outside the valleys.
Okay.
but we did have suits when we came down to the first planet, right? Would those be in the shuttle that we have?
If you brought them with,
I think
yeah,
those
it's
suits
up to
had,
you.
Those suits had lights on them.
They did, yes.
Yeah, I'd say if we could rip one of those off and like fashion it to its belly, and then it could just sort of glide around as like a spotlight.
Sure. All right. Yeah, you easily do that. Get one of the suits out of the shuttle, rip the light off, and attach it to your mechanical bird.
All right, Bernie. Now you go fly up there and make everything all looky like, all right?
All right. So basically, you have a drone with a spotlight on it.
He's adorable.
Do you guys do anything else, or just that?
Can I take a test to try to fix my busted eyeball
Yep.
now?
DN5.
Let's give it a shot.
And I'd, if possible, I'd take one of the lights to attach to my slugga.
Okay. That'll be just a DN3 tech test. Ooh, it's a lot of dice.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
What is
Another
this?
all
That's
those.
3 in a row.
Another complication. Roll it up.
But success.
There's no
Task
way.
failed successfully.
Cool.
Warp
no!
interference. All right, so you do repair your eye, but for the moment that you get your vision back in that eye, rather than seeing the darkness of the cave around you or wherever you guys are at this point, you see an otherworldly landscape, hellish in appearance, with rolling, boiling clouds, volcanoes that make up a majority of mountains, and just skulls littering every surface spikes erupting from every possible place you can see, and the screams of something far, far unearthly in the distance. So we're going to use our new rules here, since you guys are in this messed up system. You're going to gain a corruption point for that.
Oh no. That is here under combat. Okay, anything else I need to do about that?
Nope, not until you get too many of them.
Oh boy. Ah, beans.
Similar to Warhammer, if you get too many, bad shit happens.
Locktar, you should use a glory.
Oh, yes, I will use a glory.
Oh
That's a
yeah,
good point.
only 2 dice.
I was so close too.
Oh, you
So
Dark
close.
deal.
Wrong game. Easy there. You're unable to do it, Locktar. You're trying to attach it, but you can't figure out a good way to attach it to your gun.
All right, I'll follow the bird.
Does anybody else attempt any sort of light source?
Would I be able to use my Burna as like a sort of a latent sense?
I mean, yeah, it'll give you a little bit of, distance beyond just what you can basically see in the dark. Like,
Yeah.
Imagine when it's pitch black, eventually your eyes adjust and you can kind of see like a few feet in front of you. But with the light, you can like clearly see and then see a little bit beyond that. So, I mean, it's not much. If you get to like a big cavern or a long tunnel, you're not going to see what's at the other side, but in your immediate vicinity, it helps.
Okay, great.
Can I make a torch as well, I guess?
Sure, same thing. You just strapping it to a weapon.
Oh no, I'll just hold the physical torch.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. Same thing, DN3.
Tech test?
Yep. Well, if you're just crafting, yeah, as like I said, tech or cunning or survival, depending what you're trying to make here.
Success.
Okay, what kind of light instrument does Peppa put together?
He would just find some kind of like metal pipe, grab some of the bandages that are oily and disgusting from his Doc's Tools kit, and then just put it in front of Scorch's burner and lightly roast it so it starts on fire.
Okay, you have a metal torch. Well done.
Yay.
Locktar, Headhacka, do you guys attempt anything, or are you just going in?
I'm just gonna keep the flashlight I couldn't attach to my gun.
Okay, yeah, you can just carry it.
I guess I'm gonna try relying on the demon-possessed eyeball. See how that goes.
Okay. All right, then. Well, you guys make your way into this cave network. And I have to change a few settings here. So give me a moment. Okay, so Peppa, you've got your torch.
Nice.
Locktar actually has a flashlight. Scorcha's got the bird. Yeah, you guys had to make this difficult, didn't you? I had it all figured out earlier. Okay, hold on.
Sorry.
It's okay. Just gotta change a few things here.
I didn't expect to become a Disney princess and have a pet bird.
That's fair. Oh my god, that's so bright. Feel free to discuss things while I get this all sorted out.
So what's the order we're going down in? Locktar up front or Scorcha?
Looks like it's wide enough in some areas to be 2 or 3 shoulder to shoulder, but in other places it might only be 1 or 2.
Okay.
Yeah, those two, for sure.
I'm gonna
Us
put the
in the
bird out
back.
front.
I was briefly considering, it's like, could my little ammo friend hold a torch? And I looked back at his character art and was like, no, definitely not. That's the worst idea.
Yeah.
You mean you don't want him to explode?
Not yet, no.
Okay.
We didn't say that.
That's fair. Okay, I think I got Kyle figured out. I think I got Sean figured out. Okay, we're gonna switch it over to a new map. Let me make
Cool.
sure everything is set here. So, you should see all of your tokens once we are on this next map. And you should see a bunch of varying light sources going on right now.
Oh, this is sweet.
So, before you start
Go.
moving around, okay, Sean, there's an effect on your token that's supposed to represent a torch.
Yeah.
So it's an orange light that has X number of. I just basically used the typical 40 feet. That's kind of what they use in D&D, and it's what they determined in that video I was talking about too. So, basically, outwards you have about 40 feet of light, and then about half of that is where it's really bright. So it should be a little bit darker towards the edges of your vision, and it's 360 because you're holding a torch. Scorcha, you have the same thing with your flamethrower, but it's less distance, just because the flamethrower doesn't give off as much when you just got it turned on. And then Loktar, you actually have a beam, which represents your flashlight. So you can actually rotate your token by holding Control and then use the mouse wheel, and you can turn your token to point your flashlight beam in another direction.
Okay.
And then the bird also should have a light on him. Let me make sure everything's set on him. Yeah. Okay. The bird has a light on him as well, which it's an aura like your guys' torches. So you can move the bird around, and he should have a light on him as well. Head Hacka, since you don't have anything, your eye just gives you thermal vision. You know, that'll let you see people, but as far as like seeing around you, you just need to rely on the light sources of everybody else. So this should, in theory, work as you guys explore. Okay. I think we're good to go here. So, basically, you guys get to this area where there's two entrances. There's an entrance over here, and there's another entrance over here on this side around this big rock in front of you guys. So which way do you want to go? Oh, that's right. You guys need your boys too. Eric, you doing the same thing? 5 and 5. Sluggas and shooters.
Yeah, same thing. Just Burna instead of a big shooter.
Okay.
5. We got a whole mob out here.
Yep. Okay, let me set up his. I'll set up their tokens really quick here for that, but otherwise, you guys should be able to.
Speaking of boys, should I have Brep Gob out here?
Oh yeah, yeah. Are you able to put his token on the?
I don't know.
Should be able to drag him off the actor's sheet thing.
Ooh, that's this one?
If not, I can do it.
I think so. Doesn't seem like it.
Okay, the other Burna Boy, I think, has been set up. Okay, sorry, I gotta change the vision for the other tokens real quick here. So don't select any of them yet. Forgot you guys were gonna have your little crew with you.
No worries.
Okay, so as I'm getting this set up, guys, basically to represent how dark it is in the cave and the fact that you guys don't have great dark vision, or any dark vision, really, your basic vision in the dark is 3 meters, which is 3 squares. So whether or not 9 feet is realistic or not, so if your token is like in the middle of this cave and there's no light around you, you will only see 3 squares away and everything else will just be pitch black. So if you guys, get separated or what have you, or you lose track of a light source, that's going to become problematic. It should be that way now for all of your boys as well. So right now, if your token actually has line of sight to one of the characters that has a light source, you should be able to see it. But otherwise, it'll be pitch black. So with that in mind, I think we're ready to begin. So can you guys see where I'm pinging on the map right here?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Can you guys see over here where I'm pinging?
Yes.
Okay. So basically, this right in front of you is like a big rock, and then the other two places are the entrances to the cave. So you may split up if you'd like, or everybody can go through one entrance, and then we will go from there.
What do you want to do, boss?
Let's leave a couple boys back here. Watch the other entrance. And head down this way.
All right.
I don't want
You
I don't want anything getting past us.
make this simple. You want to leave half behind?
Yeah.
All right. Which half?
2 sluggas and 3 burnas. Or 3 shootas.
Okay. I will move them as soon as I select them. Okay, so these guys will stand over here by the entrance. And these are your squad that you may take with you. So whoever wants to control whatever, go right ahead. Okay. You are free to begin exploring. So obviously there's no combat or anything going on right now, but let's stick to your movement speeds for now, just in case. So your basic movement is 6, I think, for all of you, right? Or is it 5?
5 for me.
Okay. So we'll just go through. Let's just roll initiative now in case we need it, and this way we just have some turn order for you guys. So go ahead and add yourselves to the initiative, and we'll do 1 for the orcs as well. Oh, you need your ammo, dude. Here you go, Head Hacka. We'll just assume your assistants go on your initiative, and then we'll do 1 for the orcs here. It's with the Burner Boy. We need Peppa on the initiative track, please. 3. Good roll. Okay. All right. Loktar at the top of the initiative order. So just go ahead and move, and we'll just go down the line here and see if there's anything you want to do on your turn other than obviously moving and looking around. Just let me know. Otherwise, let's just go through here and see what you guys start to find.
Okay.
I want the 4 again.
Oh, that flashlight is so cool.
How do you do the rotate again?
Have your token selected and hold control, and then the mouse wheel. Spin the mouse wheel. It won't matter for you because your guy has like a area of effect.
Yeah.
Like it's 360, but his, since he has a flashlight to represent the beam.
Yeah, that's so cool though.
Okay. Loktar, Head Hacka, you're next. And then Peppa and Scorcha. So I take it you guys are going into the other entrance, and you're going to leave the boys to guard the opposite side?
I think so.
Yes.
Is that the
I
plan?
think so, in case we flush them out.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Alrighty.
Sorry, Chris, did you say, are we saying the bird's just kind of like tied to me?
Yeah. We'll
Okay.
say the bird, it's small. We'll just say it can move 5, but obviously it can fly over stuff.
Okay. Yeah, it will probably just stick around me anyway.
Okay. But if you want to send it off, it'll act as like a spotlight for you guys. So
Okay.
Okay. You guys can go ahead and move again. As you're inching forward, you can see the entrance of the cave is right over here. If you guys want to move to this area, then you'll see the entrance of the cave. Yeah, this is all outside area that you guys are in. Let's go around. There are walls. So Sean, yeah, that's like a wall there. There you go. You can see. Here's the entrance. And we'll move your boys with you. So you can see the cave begins to descend down slightly. Not much. Maybe like a 25-degree angle, if that. All right, Loktar, you're in the lead here.
Okay, so go down that way where my flashlight's pointing.
That is the path, yes.
All right, boys. Eyes open.
What you can tell, Loktar, is over here to your left. It looks like the path splits. The left is where goes back outside to where your boys are standing. They're just outside here. And then to your right, it looks like the path goes further into the cave. Everybody else can move as well. Also, Loktar, what you can see at the very edge of your beam here, right here, where the map changes, you can tell that that is a pool of water.
Okay.
And you guys can hear it as you get closer to the entrance of this room or this chamber, this cavern. You can hear the sounds of water running and dripping.
Oh no, I have to pee. Come on, Bernie.
You guys can each take control of one of the boys with you as well, since there's 4 of them. So
Okay.
grab whatever. All right, that's all you see, the entrance to this chamber. You can't see very far into it. You're up again, Loktar. All right, so you move forward. Feel free to look around with the flashlight. You can turn and rotate any time. That's fine. What you can see is a rather large chamber. There's a big pool of water in front of you that seems to come from further in the cave. To your left, and basically directly in front of you where I'm pinging, you can see there are 2 big, basically pillars of stone that almost reach to the top of the ceiling. You can see your flashlight kind of stops there, and then there's one over here as well. They're on the other sides of the pool. The other thing you can see, can you see those pings that I'm putting right now?
Yes.
Okay, I just want to make sure. Over here, kind of on the opposite side of the room from you, you can see that seems to be where the water is originating from another cavern. Looks like a small stream spills into this room, or this cavern from another. And then, the main cavern you're in stretches further on into the dark over here, kind of directly south from you. Everybody else can feel free to move as well. Peppa, as you and some of the torches come forward, you can start to see the room fill with light, and you can see this is the pool of water right here. Loktar, would you please give me an awareness test?
Okay.
Wow, not a bad roll, but a complication.
Oh.
Please roll your complication.
And we've rolled so many complications.
Okay. You're moving forward. It's a lot more slippery in here than you think. Please give me an athletics test.
Okay.
Okay. You stumble forward, basically a space, and just before you plunk into the water, you manage to steady yourself and not take a dip. You are okay. But you don't seem to hear or see anything else other than the running water and the echo of your footsteps and probably the rest of your boys grumbling and talking to each other. New round. What would you like to do?
Still me?
Yeah, we'll keep the same order. Just tell me what you guys want to do or where you want to move, and we'll go from there. You guys see Loktar heads around the pool of water, making his way towards another entrance that leads further into the chamber. Peppa and Loktar, would you please each roll me... I'm sorry, you already did, Loktar. You rolled an awareness test. I need one from Peppa.
Okay. Let's see.
Okay, you have a Wrath critical.
Nice.
What is it? Number of players +2 for glory?
Correct.
Okay, these guys are at 5 of 6. Okay. All right. So, Loktar, I should have said this before you moved any further. So Loktar, just before you stumble, you notice that there is what looks like a string or a piece of twine that is basically from this corner to this corner, basically crossing the entrance. It's very low. It's only like maybe a couple inches off the ground, but it is pulled tight, almost like some sort of tripwire. You avoid walking on it as you stumble, but you can see that Peppa is about to step on it.
Stop. Watch where you're walking.
Hey, boss, what's that?
Yes, you see now when you look at your feet, Peppa, there is some sort of twine tripwire, it looks like.
Huh. Wonder what this does.
Don't touch it.
All right, you may proceed. I assume you point that out to everybody else so everyone can see the tripwire as they move.
Yep.
Heck, and Scorcher, you guys are free to move as well.
Just sticking with the boss.
All right, Loktar, you are free to proceed. It looks like everyone is just kind of following your lead right now.
Oh.
Yeah, if you move everybody at once, it's probably going to get janky. Make sure you only have one guy selected at a time. As you proceed forward, Loktar, you can see that there is another small cavern in front of you, and you can see that the rocks there's almost like steps. Obviously, again, not man-made, but there's a couple small ridges to work your way up into a small chamber, and you can see on the opposite side, it looks like there's a tunnel that leads further into this cave network. The sound of the water gets a little less in here, as you don't really see anything other than maybe, some water dripping down the walls, but there's no pools of water here. Peppa, as you make your way to the edge of the pool there, you can see that around the corner basically around to your right, is where the water is coming from another cavern. And you can see across the way there is more solid ground. Now, you're not sure how deep this water is. You can't tell, even with the lights, if it's just a few, feet or if it's really deep. But it's not terribly far to get to the other side. Peppa and Loktar, please give me... I'm sorry, not Pepper. Just Loktar. Give me an awareness test.
Ouch.
Complication. Please roll that up.
Ooh.
Lost item. Oh no. Let's see what we have here. Okay, well, this will all make perfect sense in a second. So, Loktar, as you are moving forward and you cross these, like, quote-unquote steps into the next room, you hear and see something on the edge of your vision in the chamber in front of you. You catch a glimpse of two figures that dart past your line of sight as you flash the light across the room. As this happens, you hear something, like it sounds like rocks. And before you notice it, there is what looks like a boulder hanging from several ropes or twine that comes swinging from the cavern you're walking into straight down the opening that you're walking through. Please give me a athletics test at DN 7. Four successes. Do you want to try re-rolling anything?
Yes. Lisa Wrath.
Yep.
Ooh. Well, that's not good.
Okay.
Or, yeah, not even a glory can save me now.
All right. All of you watch as this boulder, about the size of maybe twice the size of a person, maybe a little less, but definitely a little bit bigger than you guys, comes swinging out of nowhere and strikes Loktar square center mass, sending him flying backwards and knocking him prone. This is going to be... I gotta roll the ED for this attack. You're taking a total of 11 damage from this hit.
Okay.
Um,
I'm not going to use my determination for this one.
okay, he's gonna take the wounds.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, take your wounds. As you are knocked prone, your lost item, your flashlight, gets flung from your hands and plunks into the water, never to be seen again. Or maybe seen, but it quickly shorts out. So we're going to change your vision here back to normal. You should be back to regular vision now. All right, that is what you guys see happen. What
No, I
do you
saw
do?
the flashlight. It looks like. Oh, there it goes.
Okay. I think it's right now. Yep.
My character get moved at all? Should I?
It's irrelevant. You probably get knocked back a square, and then the force hits you so much that the flashlight clinks a square or two and then rolls off the edge into the water.
Peppa will run over to Loktar to tend to its wounds, and in the process, he's going to push the Slugga Boy into the water just to see how deep it is.
Okay. Give me an opposed athletics. He can have a bonus die because he's not expecting this. He has a complication. Okay, I think that tells the whole story that we need to know. All right, go ahead and roll. Yes, you easily push him into the water, and he lands and splashes, and it's maybe knee deep where he lands.
Okay.
What was that for?
You's in the way.
He grumbles, but doesn't seem to do much else and picks himself up.
Is Loktar actually wounded by the boulder, or?
I don't know. Are you, Loktar?
A little bit, yes.
Can I give him some combat first aid?
If you want to do it now, sure.
Yeah, we'll give him some combat first aid.
Oh,
Well,
jeez.
Fuck me!
What
You
is this?
failed and have a complication
Oh,
with
shit.
7 dice. Jeez.
Yeah, we're gonna throw a glory at.
This is how the career of Mad Docs ends very quickly.
There we go.
Hey.
There we go. 3 successes.
This is how the war boss goes out. Something is Mad Doc.
I don't see the result of your reroll.
I didn't wrath it. I just gloried it. So I rolled a 4.
Oh, okay. All right. So what does he get when you pass the test? I don't even remember.
He gets in combat. He gets one wound plus any shifts I have or exalted icon. So it's just the 1 wound.
What if it's out of combat? Does it do anything different?
Well, if we're taking like a short rest, it's different.
What would it be if it's a short rest?
He would just get 9 wounds back. I don't need to take a test if we're not in.
Oh, okay, yeah. You definitely have to take a test here because you guys are on edge. So,
Yeah.
Okay, well, you get a wound back, Loktar.
Ooh. Better than nothing, dog. I don't know.
Roll your complication. Maybe you stab him in the eye.
Yeah, that's 6.
Hmm.
Harsh and
Okay. Well, the boulder, after it strikes, it swings back into the room. You can tell it's swinging basically from here to here on a rope. And eventually, when it comes to rest, the boulder is basically hanging right here, kind of blocking the path a little bit. You might be able to get past it, but it's definitely making it a lot harder to get through.
Let's be up. See what's
Man.
going on here.
And when you take a closer look, you can see that it is definitely just a regular old big rock, and it has been tied with twine and vines and maybe even some very rudimentary rope that's been wrapped around it a few times, and it's hanging from it's been tied around a few things on the ceiling.
Slugger, cut it down and push it out of the way.
All right, boss, you got it. And they get to work. All right, do you do anything while they are doing this, or do you just wait?
Oh, Pepper, I'd like a second opinion. And I gesture towards my perhaps cursed eyeball and see. What do you think?
Well, he would take the torch, bring it up real close, and then take a good gander with his medical skills. I guess. Is it still broken, or did you fix it?
I did fix it. I am missing 1 hit point from being stumbled over.
Oh.
Unless that was blocked by my resilience or whatever. I assume that was a
No, it was just a wound.
non-armor.
Exactly. Yeah, no, you got it. It's just one single wound. Yeah.
I could probably give you new eye if you needed. Grab one from the boys.
Oh yeah, go ahead. Give me a Medicaid. Are you trying to get a heal here, basically, Matt? Is that what you're trying to do?
No, I mean I've done that already. Yeah,
Okay. I just
Yeah,
just want to make
just
sure
a little
we
heal.
what we're trying to do. That's
Yeah,
fine.
okay.
Go ahead.
just a little heal. I don't know.
The teensy needs to heal.
Oh my god.
Another complication.
What is
Okay,
this?
guys. We've rolled like 10 complications tonight. What is happening?
Get him out of the way now. Yeah. Before you
Yeah, shake it off, shake it off.
before you fight the army of.
Reaching
Tribal
halftime,
children.
boys. Reaching halftime. Almost
That's
there.
true. That's true. Roll me the complication. You do get your wound back though, head hacka. Corruption. No. Ooh, some technology in the
God.
scene malfunctions.
More spirit shit.
Technology. Hold on. Let's see. I mean, I want it to be something that affects Peppa, but I have a better idea for what it should be.
I don't like the sound of that.
All right. Peppa, high or low?
69, always high. Fuck me. It
The,
never works.
The light on the servo bird stops working.
Yeah.
Oh no, Bernie. Come back here, Bernie.
He returns, but yeah, it's not working anymore. The light is out.
Okay. Yeah, if he if he's of no use with the light, then you can probably take him off as a token, because I don't want him
Okay.
getting away from me.
All right. Yeah, he returns. Like Laserbeak, he transforms into a disc and enters your chest.
Oh fuck yeah, dude. Oh my gosh, it could be my jaw.
I don't know what that is.
Oh my god, Transformers! Come on, bro. Get on the train here.
Okay, I just counted. We've rolled like 19 actual complications in the last 2.5 hours.
There's no way. Oh my god.
I
really?
mean,
That
you
seems
know,
high.
it's fine.
I've done
Well,
like 4.
Anyway, the Slugger Boys eventually get the rock out of the way. They have to basically cut it and then pull it out of the opening and kind of pull it out. So they move it over here to this corner. All right, boss, job's done.
Well, let's start down the tunnel.
All right. And before we do that, I think we shall take our break and start down the Dr. Pepper. We will be right back.
Right back.
You've seen a bit, boys.
Yeah, Pete.
All right, listeners, we are back. So the Slugger Boys have moved the boulder out of the way. The path ahead is now clear. What would you like to do?
All right, boys. File in. Find out where they're coming from.
All right.
I'm gonna send the
Lock.
Slugger is in first.
Oh, okay. All right. All right, well, go ahead and move them. They can each move 5. So whoever's controlling them, go ahead and move the sluggers up. I'm sorry, they move 6, apparently. So the path goes this way, further into the cave.
Okay.
However, they're pretty. Basically, it's the edge of their vision is what they can see. They can tell the cave starts to go down, but they can't see how far. One of them shouts back to you, "Oh, the path keeps going, boss. Can't see much though. Need some light."
Leaving all the other guys behind.
Get these fire guys in.
Yeah, Peppa, you can see now that when you step forward, it's similar. It's like steps almost that go down and snake into the chamber, and you can hear the sound of running water growing as you're getting closer to this next chamber, next cavern.
Okay, nice.
There's something here, boys. If you want to fight, you better find it.
Give me a test of some sort if you're trying to convince them to go ahead, or I don't know, what are you trying to accomplish here?
Yeah, kind of get them moving. A little bit more riled up.
Okay. Well, however you want to do that, just make the appropriate test.
I'm gonna try my leadership then now.
Oh yeah, didn't you level it up a bit?
I
Oh,
did.
it shows a critical. Okay, you guys are capped out on glory, and that is 5 successes. Okay. Yeah, that'll definitely do it. They, let's see, you passed, and you don't have any shifts, though. Okay. All right, yeah, so they get pretty amped up. It looks like, the two of them are still like, I don't know, but one of them is like, yeah, you got it, boss. And he actually, like, almost starts jogging down the path. And you can hear him. Peppa, you can see him just on the edge of your torch. He gets to the bottom of the quote-unquote steps, and you can hear him, and he eventually gets out of your line of sight. And you guys can still hear him kind of walking around. He's like, "Oi, who's out there? Where you gets hiding?" What do you do?
Guess I follow him.
You hear him shout back, "It's really dark down here, boss." All right, Peppa, as you're making your way down the steps and the Slugga Boy like kind of comes into view, he looks over his shoulder at you to see who it is, and then you hear several somethings whiz through the air very fast, and then you hear and see several things strike the Slugga Boy, and all you hear is "Hoo, hoo," and he falls to the ground dead.
Well, damn, I will look around and...
Give me
Who's there?
give me an awareness test, please.
You're aware as hell.
Okay, hold on. This is an opposed test. I need to
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh,
obviously roll
Spaghetti-O.
here.
Quick, look over there.
Okay. Do you want to use anything? Are you happy with 4 successes?
I'm happy with 4.
I need to know what happens when we have a tie. Comes down to, I think, skill, correct? So what, that was awareness, right? What
Yeah.
is your intellect score?
4.
And this is... Okay, you actually win then on the tiebreaker. What you see over here where this rock is, it's kind of like a small, not pillar's the wrong word because pillar indicates man-made, but it is a large rock formation, and it does not actually go all the way up to the ceiling. That's just the way the map is working. But you can actually see a shape of a human up on top of that rock. And you can tell it's one of the tribesmen. You also can hear the sounds of feet splashing on the other side of that rock that you're looking at. And you also hear something around the corner as well.
We'll shout out, "Stay down here, boys!"
At that, you hear some shouts from throughout the chamber before you, Peppa. Clearly the war cries of these tribal people, and I think it's time to do proper initiative here. So we'll
Don't
keep
get
what
shot.
you guys have. I'll just add these guys to the unless you guys want to re-roll, it's up to you.
I mean, everybody
matter
else
to me.
re-rolled pretty good, so
It
I won't
doesn't matter to me,
force it.
so.
it's
Whoops.
good.
I just exited. Look it up.
Oh,
Get
right.
back into the game.
No,
Okay.
stop, come back.
Let me just.
Don't be so
Please.
enthusiastic.
I need you.
Oh,
to
you
run,
remember Willy Wonka?
run the
Gene Wilder?
game. Okay. Well, I will just add them to this because the whole point of this was to make it easier.
Yeah.
Oh wait, his tokens. It was tribal warrior with 0 successes. Cool. Really, really cool. Okay.
Really dependable. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Well, the ambush is going the other way this time in favor of the greenskins. So you guys are up. Let's get some proper fight music. And War Boss Locktar, you can start us off here.
All right, I'm pretty far behind, I think. So I'm gonna just start running forward.
Okay, so are you taking the run action? We're in combat now, so you got to do combat actions.
I am not taking the run action because I don't know where they're at that point.
Okay.
So I am just gonna do my normal 6 movements. To see
Okay.
if I can basically back up Peppa and see if I can see anything to shoot at.
You can see one of them around the corner here, and you also see one on top of this rock. I'll actually move him so you guys can see him, but he's actually on top of the rock.
Okay, so I'm gonna shoot the one on top of the rock then if I can see him.
And you can hear voices all throughout the chamber, but you don't see anyone else because of the distance on your vision.
I rolled, but I'm waiting for it to catch up.
Okay. Were you able to target him?
Yes.
Okay, well, that was some serious lag. All right. Well, as you can see, he's only DN2. He's not, I mean, he's a dude in a fucking, little, tribal skin, skirt, a loincloth. Oh, and a critical hit, even worse. Please roll damage and then roll the critical. Ferocious rending. Okay, 10 damage. The attack shreds the opponent's flesh to ribbons, leaving them open to attack. They suffer 3 wounds and gain vulnerable 2. What does that do? Your defenses are open and you suffer -1 to your defense. I guess in this case -2, but can only go down to 1. And you did 10 damage, huh? Well, to no one's surprise, shooting an unarmored human in the chest with a gun proves fatal, and this warrior collapses into the water with a shout, a splash, and a burst of blood. And, oh yeah, the boys are pumped. Head Hacker, you are up.
All right. I don't see anything yet, but I think I gotta follow the gang into the hole and hope that things come together from there. All right, here we go. So I can do my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cool. Well, that guy's dead. That guy's dead.
Yeah, you can see one around the rock here. I'm not sure what else you guys can see. It's hard to tell what you guys can and can't see, so...
I can see a bit of that guy.
Okay. Yep. So yeah, if you can see their token, then you can actually see them now. They're considered out of stealth, basically, unless they try to take stealth. So you see one guy around the corner of that pillar, and you see another guy in the distance hiding in some brush. Looks like there's some big, like, fern-type plants or something.
Hey, I'm just gonna... Well... Yeah. Why stop now? I'm gonna fire a gun at him. An explosion at him, as it were.
Okay. You can see that they are armed with a variety of blades, bows, and slings. The swords they have appear to be made out of some sort of bone.
Oh, that's cool.
And it's like full on, predator ambush. They're popping out of the bushes, popping out of the trees. All right. Oh, you're targeting the one, which one? Around the corner here?
Yeah, that guy.
Okay. Oh, your gun doesn't have to actually target, though, because you can...
Nah, it's always free or whatever it is.
Can you actually see that guy?
Well, I can see him in my rays. I don't know what this...
Okay.
Like... Sort of...
Oh, it's just when you click on your token... Oh, you need to click on your token. You have line of sight with break.
Oh, wait. That's what's happening.
Yeah. I mean, he would point him out if you don't see him. So you can move up a space, and then you should be able to see him. If you can move any further, that is.
No, I think that was my 5, so I'll just...
Okay. Well, then your ammo grot points, and he's like, "Over there, boss!" But you're rushing to get into combat, so... Peppa, your turn.
Look out, boy! 2, 3, 4. And I'll quickly look at him. Is he alive?
Oh, no. There are 2 arrows jutting out from his back, and you can see that part of his skull has been cracked, and you see a bloody rock on the floor next to him. Oh, and you see the tribal warrior who hit him with said rock right around the corner. Looks like he's got a sling, and he's loading up another one. He's starting to, spin it, getting ready to shoot you.
I'm gonna, I guess, take out my plasma pistol since my heavy bolter's broken.
Oh, no. You can't obliterate these guys. I'm sorry.
We'll see about that. And then I will point me plasma pistol at the guy with the sling.
Oh, plasma. Okay, that's a fair fight.
Yeah, it is.
Incinerate this guy who's fighting with a rock and a
How do
strip
I
of leather.
do supercharge? Okay, so I will add plus 3 ED, and if it complicates, I take mortal wounds.
I was gonna say Matt knows all about supercharging.
All right, let's do it, boys.
Zap.
Oh, that's not...
Yes! Die, motherfucker! What is it? D6 mortal wounds? D3?
D6. So I just 2 mortal
2
wounds.
mortal wounds. Okay.
Could be worse.
And then, do you still roll the complication as well on top of that?
Yeah.
Okay. Out of ammo. You'll need to reload next turn. However, with 4 successes on your ED, 19 damage AP3. So the gun does well and truly overheat, burning your hand, but it's a lot worse for our good Thentros native, who is just struck in the chest, and his chest is no longer there as it melts in super hot blue-white plasma. He shouts something in his tribal tongue at you. You think he says filthy greenskin.
That's accurate.
Scorcha, you're up. There's definitely a scrap going on in the next room.
He would try and move as much as he could. So let's see. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. And
Yeah,
then 5. Yeah.
The path is kind of blocked right now.
Yeah.
So, feel free to move the rest of your boys that are still here. These other 4. Let's do it this way. Kyle, take the burner
Yeah.
boy.
Okay.
Had Haka take the shooter boy, and Eric and Peppa each take a slugger boy. So go ahead and move them however you'd like. And then we are on to the natives. All right. So, Peppa, you see around the corner here, one of the warriors. He comes charging through the water. Oops. I can't tell if the tokens are visible or not. I'm sorry. Oh my god. Oh my god. Foundry's really struggling right now. There we go. Okay. This guy comes charging around the corner, and he is going to target you. He is brandishing 2 swords, one in each hand. So he's actually using dual wielding. So he will multi-attack, which means he will make 2 attacks. And he reduces the penalty by 2. So he can do 2 attacks here with no penalty. All right. First attack, Peppa. Oops, let me put that to public. He strikes you with 1 shift.
Okay, I'll go full defense.
He has 4 successes, since you would have actually seen that.
Okay, so I will go full defense. So my defense is now 3 plus whatever I roll here.
Okay. Okay, just enough. So actually, wait. It's 4 against 4, right?
Right.
Do you have to beat or equal?
You have to meet our DN. So
That's what I thought.
I will roll a glory.
Okay. Nice.
DN 5 now.
All right. You duck under the first attack. He spins on his heel, swinging with the other one backhanded towards you, because he's a badass like that.
Level 1 badass over here.
Oh, critical hit! He catches you on the other swing with 6 successes. He has a shift as well, which of course he'll put into damage.
Well, then he only has 4 successes.
Oh, does he still have to hit your...
Yeah, my DN 5.
Okay, alright then. Then he will not shift that, so we'll just roll... Oh boy. Oh my god, what have I done? Can you
unshift? Yeah.
Oh, you can! It actually says unshift. Oh, Foundry.
You're so good.
Great. You really are. Okay, the sword strike itself does a whopping 8 damage with rending, but he was unable to shift, so there's no rending. So just 8 damage.
Resilience is higher.
Okay, but the critical... Unspeakable carnage! A truly grievous strike. The attack is a terrifying display of martial prowess. You damn right it is. A geyser of gore erupts from Peppa's wound, and ragged remnants of their bodies strewn across the battlefield, suffering 6 mortal wounds.
Wow.
Oh, oh.
See, we decided to be kind of mean today, huh, Chris?
It's. I was gonna say it's gonna get worse, but.
Oh.
Okay. Who else is here? I can't even see.
Do we need to add the boys to the initiative track?
They're on there with the Burna Boy is there.
Oh.
All the boys go the same initiative.
Oh, okay.
They all have the same stats anyway, so. Okay. Peppa, you see there is another warrior that climbs up on top of this pillar, and he begins to draw a bow and take aim. But he spent this turn climbing, so he's not going to be able to get you.
Nice, nice.
Loktar, the one around the corner, comes rushing at you with 2 swords drawn. and he is going to dual wield as well. Ooh, a complication. He does succeed, though. So you are taking 8 damage.
Bring it, Umi.
And his complication, 66 inconvenient target. Something has gone very wrong. Your strike hits a target that is very inconvenient for the current situation, such as an explosive fuel source, the diplomat you are escorting, or the controls to extend the bridge across a chasm. I will say that his first strike, you duck, and he hits the wall next to you, getting his sword stuck in a little crevasse. So that sword he just lets go of as he tries to wrench it free. He's unable to. And since he has a complication, we'll say that he will not get his second attack this round. The guy over in the shrubs is going to try... If he's in range, he's going to try to hit you with his sling. It has a range of 9 meters. Okay. He's going to try to hit you there, old Locktar. Let me make sure I got the sling equipped. Yep. All right. I'll give you a bone. I'll just make it harder for him to hit because he's trying to shoot through cover here. Okay, he missed. He only has 3 successes. You are DN4. All right. And then is there anyone else? You can hear others moving forward, but you don't quite have sight to any of the others. Peppa, you do see one more duck behind this pillar that the guy climbed up on. There's another guy behind the pillar.
Nice.
And I think that's it. Let me just double check. Okay. All of you, please give me an awareness test. Oh, Scorcha, look at that. Nice roll. Okay.
Whoa.
Almost everybody passed here. So I think everybody except Locktar, you can hear there's definitely some coming from behind you as well. It's hard to tell over all the chaos of shouting and echoing, but you can tell there's definitely some that are closer coming from behind you. And we are at that was the end of round 1. Locktar, you are up.
Oh, Chris, the glory went overboard.
Oh yeah, it did.
Okay, I'm gonna attack the guy right in front of me.
Go for it. Now, before you do, hold on, because our weapon traits actually work now. He has a sword which gives him parry. You gain +1 defense while wielding a parry weapon. Oh, that's why his defense is 2. They're only defense 1? Ew.
Oh, that might be why mine is higher too, because I have a parry on mine.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, it's already calculated, so... Why did I ever doubt Foundry? All right, go for it. Yeah, that's a hit. Roll damage, please. Oh, Boss Killer, 14, AP 3. That will drop the poor, innocent, unarmored warrior. Another one alongside his buddy, dead in the water. Would you like to move?
Yes. I'm gonna swing around to the other side of this pillar.
Okay. Yeah, you can see the one guy in the bush. See the guy on top of the pillar. And then it looks like you can see at the very end of the torch, there's one over here making his way through the water.
Okay.
Head Hecka, you're up.
Alright. So, we heard folks behind us, I think.
Yes.
I need to support the gang out here. But let's see. Ooh, I don't have great. Well, I can see people, so I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 back this way with my buddy and see if I can fire a thing out here. Do I see anyone?
You do not. You don't see anything. Oh wait, you've got your predator vision, right?
Yeah.
Then yes, you do see right where I'm pinging. There's a guy there. I think you could see him from there. Yeah, you'd be able to see him.
Sure. I guess can I roll at him then? Launch.
Yeah, well, you pick a spot, right? You don't actually have to target him, so.
Yeah.
Yep, go for it. Yeah, you see the outline, the red thermal image of one of these guys running in your direction.
Yeah, let's see it. Huh.
She's complication!
Wait, I got my guy. He
Uh-oh.
allows me to ignore complications as an Amarunt. That was his thing.
Okay.
That's why I picked him up.
Okay, cool.
That's the entire job.
Love it.
But
And was he a talent that you bought, or what? How did you?
yeah,
Is he-
he's an
Is he considered gear?
yeah, he's a war gear.
He's a war gear. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah. Cool.
I'm a rent.
All right. Well then, make your damage roll if that's necessary. What's the radius?
I want to say 5. Oh God.
Holy cow.
25 damage, AP 3. Yeah, what's the radius on that? Or the distance?
Yeah, it's pretty sure blast 5.
What's his
Blast
blast
4.
4? Okay. Okay, well there you can't see them, but there are 2 others that are within range of that behind him, making their way through the water. So what can they do to try to avoid this?
So they can go full defense to try to avoid it and increase their.
Resilience, right?
It would normally be resilience, I think. But if you dodge a blast, it increases the defense against the 3 to avoid it. I think that's how that works.
So they have to get a 3 or more, or higher than a 3.
I think
Well,
you have it reversed, because for the normal full defense, it raises your defense. I think
Okay,
with blast,
so
it
it's
gives
the-
you
Yeah, that's right, because blast, you can't avoid it, you
other
just
way.
take cover and take less damage. Well, they would try that, but 25 damage, they're not going to be able to soak. So there's an explosion. You hear shouts of panic, alarm, and screams of pain as you incinerate and obliterate the guy that you're targeting. And then you see the red outlines of 2 others get thrown back by the blast and land in the water, and their bodies quickly fade as they are no longer warm as they die. Nice shot. Peppa.
I used full defense last round, so that's my turn.
Okay. Scorcha. You see Peppa getting wrecked.
Oh, fucking lucky crit, okay?
Oh, yeah. So fucking
So
lucky.
fucking lucky.
He's gonna see, yeah, Scorch is gonna see Peppa getting his, having a not so friendly encounter over there, and he's gonna pull out his, omniscient axe and, and charge the guy.
Nice. You see Brapgob viciously and panickingly piling ammo into the back of Headhacka's gun as it's getting a brighter and brighter blue. And then there's a flash of light, and many people die in a horrible explosion. All right, go for it. You can give yourself +1 because he is outnumbered.
Okay.
Yeah, go for it.
+1 how?
Give yourself a bonus die.
Oh, bonus die, okay.
Mhm.
Alright, so let me make sure, okay, got him targeted.
I mean, I doubt you'll need it against the guy who's defense too, but you know,
Well, and do I get an extra one because I'm charging as well?
yes.
Nice.
If I fuck this up, I mean,
Yeah, we've been there, man. We've all fucked things up we didn't
All
need
the
to.
complications tonight, man. Okay.
there you go.
Yeah, that's a hit. 7 successes. 2
Shift for
shifts.
damage, yeah, baby.
Yeah, they're all gonna be shifting for damage.
Mhm. Okay, go ahead and roll. Poor guy. 12 damage, AP2. I think that is enough. Yes. I mean, they're not bad for unarmored humans, but they're still unarmored humans. So, yes, you as he's about to try to strike Peppa down, you charge in from his flank, bury the axe into his skull, and he collapses in a heap. The rest of the boys are up.
Let's see. Let's get that burner boy maybe here. And then these... No, those two guys are dead, huh?
Yep.
Who's alive?
The only one he can see is this guy on top of the pillar, I think.
Oh, okay.
He's just
yeah.
on the edge of the vision probably from Peppa's torch.
Okay, so that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Yeah, I like
6.
the way the lighting is working here. Cool. Yeah, that's all that he can see is that one guy.
Okay.
I don't know if he's in range.
So he's at 7. Okay, let me look.
Berna is 4, 8, and 12. So he
Okay,
would be
so-
at medium range.
So standard.
Yep.
Yeah, he's gonna... This burner boy is gonna target the guy on the cliff up there.
All right. He will be at defense. He does have a bonus because he's where his position. He'll have +1. So he's defense 2.
Defense 2. Okay.
Oh, just barely. He's
All
definitely
right.
going to take the full defense action. What do I roll here, Sean?
Initiative.
Just the initiative stat, correct?
Correct. And so
Okay.
it increases it by 1 automatically, and then any icons.
Well, 1 + 0, so he is defense 3. He will not get burned.
Aren't they defense 1 normally?
Yeah, but he's got a bonus because of where he's positioned, so he's
Oh,
defense
right.
2 right now. So yeah, he basically like rolls out of the way. He's basically laying flat. You can barely see him. He's laying flat on top of the pillar. Any other boys?
Yeah, we've got the Slugger
This guy-
Boy.
This guy moved. Is he doing anything?
Yeah. I will shoot him. I will have him shoot his Slugger.
All right. So yeah, the only guy you can see is the one on the top. He's still defense 3.
Okay. Second. Targeting that guy. Cool. And then combat. Where are you, Slugger? There you are.
Oh, that is a hit. Just enough.
10
10
damage.
damage. That is just enough to put him down. Right through the head as he lays prone. Any others?
What's the shooter is coming in? But if he can't, I think that's it, right? He just
Alright.
walked into the king.
Yeah, he can't see anything. Okay, then I think we're on to the tribesmen. Okay. Eric, you see out of the darkness, there are... I don't know, you can't actually see them. No, you can't. Okay, well, there are guys you can't see that can see you, and they are going to attempt to shoot... Well, one of them is going to attempt to shoot you with his bow. Hold on. Oh my god, this fucking boundary is just struggling right now. What's going on here? Alright. One of them shooting you with his bow. Where's the bow? The bow. Oh, a critical. Look at that. All 5
Wow.
of them. But we get fucked noob. He's got 2 shifts, huh? Oh yeah. Gonna end a war boss right here.
Oh no.
Alright. Loktar, you are taking 11 damage, and you gain a poisoned condition. And the critical Another unspeakable carnage, dealing 4 mortal wounds.
Okay, so I'll take the 4 mortal wounds either way.
Yep.
And then I'll use my determination for the other ones.
Okay. That's 3 of them.
3. Okay.
Yeah, because the 6 counts as 2. So, gain 3 shock, but reduce the damage by 3.
Okay. I am good.
All right. However, you are still poisoned. So give yourself poison condition. You suffer a +2 DN penalty to all tests while poisoned. Poison ends when you are treated using the Medicae skill, or you succeed on a toughness test, DN based on the poison, at the beginning of your turn. Okay. Well, a pretty okay hit, considering the dude has a bow. The other guy is going to try to shoot past you and try to shoot the Shoot-A-Boy, assuming he has range, which, with the bow, he definitely does. All right. Shoot-A-Boy, you are targeted from somewhere in the darkness by another arrow, and you are hit for only 7 damage, but the Shoot-A-Boy is poisoned as well. And then the one in front of you, Eric, stows his sling and charges through the water at you, swinging his 2 swords. The first will score a hit. Do you take the hit? Or do you want to do your thing?
What thing can I do?
You could do full defense if you don't want to act next turn, or just take the hit.
No, I'll just take that.
Okay. Oh, there was a shift in there. My bad. Let me roll the 1 shift. Okay, so it'd be 11 damage, AP 1 because of rending. And then the second attack scores a hit. No shifts. Ooh. That'll be 11 damage, straight up.
Okay.
So 11 AP 1, and then 11 with no AP.
Okay. So I'm going to use my determination again. Saves 1.
All right. While you do that, Kyle, another one around the corner, is going to bust out his sling. Does he have range? He does.
That's going to put me past 0.
Oh, okay. We'll get to that in a second. All right. Scorcha, you are struck by a rock, taking a whopping 7 damage, but you gain the staggered effect.
Oh no.
Oh, wait, only if it deals a wound. I'm sorry, it didn't deal any wounds, so you do not take the stagger effect. Okay.
Okay.
But yeah, a rock hits you in the side of the head, bouncing off your helmet.
Hey.
And is there anyone else? You see another one of these warriors moving up behind the middle pillar where Loktar is. Okay, Loktar, you're at 0?
I'm at -1.
Okay. I need you to make a memorable injury, please. Should be on the rollable tables somewhere. I think. It's in the core rulebook folder. Which? Okay, I'm not exactly sure what that is. We'll get to that in a minute. So you are down. I see the war boss get struck and finally collapses. Top of round 3. Loktar is down. Well, there's much you can do while you're down, so if you guys want to continue, it'll be head hack after that.
Sounds good. Well, if I can't see anyone over here, I'm gonna back up towards the gang behind us. So what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Kinda here. We're gonna our guy behind us.
Eric, you're prone as well, since you're at 0. So you give yourself
Okay.
a prone condition. You can still crawl. Well, you can only crawl. You can take a basic action, basic combat action, or you can fall back. So actually, Eric, you do still have a turn if you'd like to do any of those 3 things.
Can I attack back the guy in front of me?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna try and clear a
Give
path.
yourself a prone condition though, because that might affect.
I did.
Oh, you did?
I
Okay.
did. Yeah. Oh, I took it off. Yes. Okay, it's on now.
Okay. Your defense is reduced by 2 against any attack made by a threat within 5 meters or more. Your defense goes up by 1 while you're attacked from 6 meters or further away. Okay. And we'll say this guy's gonna get +1 defense because you're attacking from the ground. So, you should actually be adding 2. I don't think the parry thing is calculating into theirs, so increase his defense by 2 when you attack him.
Okay, so his DN should be 6.
It should be 1 base because he's defense 1.
Okay.
2 because you're attacking from the ground. 3 because he has a parry weapon. 4 because you're wounded.
Okay.
I don't know where the other 2 would be coming from. I think it should only be 4.
Okay. It calculated 4. That's what I was asking.
Okay, good. Ooh, complication. And a failure. Roll the complication, please. Unless you
can I
want to roll Wrath.
I'm gonna roll Wrath. Okay.
Oh, wow. Turns it around into 5 successes. But your weapon drops, so you do strike this guy. Go ahead and roll damage. So you hack him in the leg, which of course with boss killer will probably be more than enough. Oh yeah. Well, you drop this guy as you cut his leg clean off. He quickly bleeds out, turning the dark water even darker. But your weapon drops and plunks into the water beneath the surface. It's only like knee high, but it's a sword, so it disappears under the water. Is that weapon a power weapon of any sort? Like, does it have a power source?
It's an Eldar weapon, so I don't know.
Oh, let's take a look here.
It's Wraithbone.
Power field, yeah.
Power
Yeah,
field,
the cutting
okay.
field.
Then the power goes out and it basically turns off and shorts out. It'll need a tech test to fix. So basically you have a Wraithbone sword that does nothing special now. That's how you get rid of Boss Killer. You just dunk it in water.
Man, this whole planet has been fucking our equipment, okay?
Oh, yeah.
We're just gonna nuke this
Yeah,
planet.
you thought you were going to come in and boss around these poor, peaceful tribesmen. Yeah, they're ready for you, buddy. Head Hacker, you're up. Oh, you moved already, didn't you?
I moved 5, but I do have an assault weapon technically.
Ooh,
So
okay.
I could still sprint and fire if I am definitely gonna sprint, but I
Okay.
need to see somebody to shoot at them.
Well, just move 1 space at a time, and if you see somebody, feel free to make a shot if you want.
All right, so that's we did our 5, so that's 6. 1, 2, 3. Can I move through our own guys here?
No, you cannot. But you can go diagonal around him like that, and then right
4,
there.
5, perfect. We'll just do a big. Hold on, I gotta. Oh,
Yeah.
there we go.
So you can see this guy around the corner.
All right. Yeah, he's far enough away. I could probably not scatter this back into us.
So is there a penalty for shooting an assault weapon?
There is, yes. It's +2 DN.
So it'll be DN 5 then, because it's normally
Yeah.
3.
Yes.
Okay. All right, that's cool. Using the special rules, I like it. I dig it.
We're gonna give it a shot here.
Well, for the first time, you see Head Hacker screaming around the corner, firing his gun, and Brapgob struggling to keep up and running and reloading at the same time. As the gun turns a bright blue.
Here we go.
Oh, you lucky bastard. Another
we did it.
complication.
Thank
Dude.
you. Literally, I think I've made 8 rolls today, and 7 of them have been wrath
I'm
complication.
telling you, something's wrong with Foundry today.
All right.
But thank you, Brap. He's MVP over here because
MVP.
I would
Fuck is
definitely be
Italian
fed.
now.
Yeah, it's impressive. This Grot is doing some work. Roll damage just so we can laugh at how bad this guy dies. Yeah, 22 damage, AP 3. So not only does he die, but that pillar pretty much gets vaporized as well. Nothing left of him standing.
Goodbye.
He dead. Peppa, MD.
Pep MD. Let's see. Pep
What are
MD
your
is gonna
things of
run.
There's one guy you can see around the other side of the pillar.
That's
That's
okay.
That's all you can see, though.
Pep is gonna run, and he's going to take out his birdie syringe and jam it into Locktar's chest to give him some.
All right. You
good
do
love.
see these two here are up on the pillar behind them. They're shooting down.
Oh. Can I then drag Locktar with my remaining movement over here?
I will need a athletics test, DN3.
Okay.
Okay. That'll be your action though if you drag him.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
That's fine.
Yeah, go ahead and move and drag him as far as you move.
Okay. So that was 7, 8.
Got some army of two shit here. He's dragging you and he's shooting while he's getting dragged. Let me at him. I'm not done.
Eric, can you move your guy over here?
All right, Scorcha. You see Peppa dragging the boss, who just killed a guy while drowning in his own watery blood.
No.
Yeah, he would also see that there is they are under well, not heavy fire, adorable fire. And so he will come over here to assess the situation,
Okay.
and I think he will go and burn this guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
He'll have +1 defense because he's elevated as well, so he's got
Okay.
a bit of an advantage. But again, he's only defense 2.
Okay, +1.
Did I get
Yeah,
drag
it's
growth?
glory
Is
and ruin. What's that?
that right?
Yeah,
Am
you're
I
good,
where am I
you're good.
supposed to be? Okay.
Yes.
You gotta start using some of this meta currency, boys. Oh, a critical with the flamethrower.
Critical first.
Damage first, then critical. 10
Okay.
damage. Okay. But he's
10
on
and he's
fire.
on fire.
Yep. And then roll the critical. Another unspeakable carnage. 5 mortal wounds later, this guy, burning and screaming, falls off the pillar, crunching into the water below. At least he's not on fire anymore. All right, the rest of the boys are up.
Where's my slugger boy? There he is.
Yeah, somebody come take aim.
There's this guy in the back corner.
Chris, is this guy alive?
Yes.
Okay.
How dare he?
I guess
Make
I
him
will.
stop.
Oh, yeah, that's the goal.
Make him
It
stop.
occurs to me I should be throwing this guy in combat instead of shooting. But he didn't see that guy before, so next turn.
Okay, so they are defense 2 right now, so that would pass. Oh, are you shooting him?
Yeah,
Or oh, shooting him? Oh, he's only defense 1 then. Okay, yeah, you hit him.
nice. 10 damage.
All right, drops another 1, dead. Is that all the boys?
Is charge a thing?
Last time I checked, it was. Yep.
9, 10, 11, 12? I don't think so. What is this fool holding? Pistol. Can be fired while engaged. No, he's printed out here. I think he's not quite close enough to hit anybody.
Okay.
And the shooter... Did the shooter go?
I don't know who's controlling the shooter.
I think I was put in charge of him, but... that guy's alive at
Yes, this guy is alive right here.
13 squares. That's within zone, right?
Yeah, he's up on the pillar, so he's at a bonus defense. But yes, if you can see him, then you can target him.
Sure.
Wait. What's going on with the Burna Boy? I saw him move. Now he's moving back. What's going on here?
I'm trying to count the steps to make sure that I can get this and not be clipping into the mountainous terrain.
Gotcha.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we'll do this manually. 1. 2.
Yes, Shoota's gonna walk up a bit and fire at this tribal warrior.
Yeah.
Which I think.
It'll automatically calculate range.
Cool.
You can see it in their descriptions. It says range short. If you scroll up, you'll see some of the other ones like said range medium. So Founder's definitely doing it right.
And you said a defensive bonus. Should I put that in here?
Yeah,
Two?
so you should be. It's +1 defense.
+1 to a total of 2.
Correct. And that is a hit. All right, roll damage. Well, that's the first time the Shoota's, I think, really shot. Oh, 12 damage. Daka, and he falls off the cliff, dead. All right. Is that everybody? Well, from around the corner, from behind you guys, one last warrior who was not blown up, but decided to be sneaky and try to use his stealth here. He comes after you, head hacka, swords brandished, trying to avenge his 3 friends that you annihilated.
That many? Nice.
I'm sorry, there would be a bonus die in there because he is charging. We'll roll that.
It's a good hit. Oh, jeez.
5. Okay, so he has 3 successes, no shifts. What's your defense? 2?
2.
All right, so he hits you. Doing, only 7 damage. Not much.
Alright, that
His
bounces off of heavy armor.
Second attack.
Unless rending means something I should worry about.
Rending's only if he shifts, which he can now. Every shift gives you a point of AP.
Gotcha.
So he will shift on the next one. 8 damage, AP 1.
Okay. So that would be 1. Because the resilience is 8.
Mhm.
So block 7 of that and get 1, and then I can roll determination to block it. Block the 1 damage, and so I take a shock.
You take 3 shock because you rolled 3 successes.
But you only took 1. You
Oh,
only had to resist 1 damage, yeah.
you are correct, yeah. All
Okay,
right.
cool.
You see a few more of these guys. Looks like their numbers are starting to thin. They can't reach you guys, so they are going to open fire with ranged weapons. The first one, oh my goodness, is attacking your Slugga Boy with a bow. And he's going to do... He hits for 7 damage. Not much. One of them will shoot the Burna Boy, because he's in range. Oh, he actually missed. He only got 1 success. And the last guy will shoot the Shoota Boy. Split up the targets here. Ooh, okay. But he got a hit. Oh, there'd be a shift there. I don't think it's going to matter, though. No, it'd be 8 damage at the most if he gets this. 8 damage. What does Sniper do? Oh, these guys should have been aiming. They would have got bonuses. Oh well. Okay, that is it. You guys are up.
What am I able to do at this turn?
You
Just
can
same
crawl, you can do a basic action, or you can fall back.
thing. I can't see anybody where I'm at, so I'm gonna continue to kind of fall back towards the stairway.
All
Wait,
right.
is this guy alive?
There's
Yeah,
that guy. He's not
he-
dead. Yeah, he came up and ambushed
Yeah.
us.
Okay, I'm not gonna go to him. I'm not gonna.
All right. Head hacker, you're up.
All right. Well, I'm in engagement range, so I might as well give this power claw a try.
Oh yeah.
Even though it's probably not gonna work.
Yeah.
Because they do have, it looks like, the proper unwieldy rules in. But let's see. He's not going full defense or anything.
No, but remember he does have +1 defense because he's got a parry weapon.
Oh man. God.
Ooh,
I
so
gotta-
unwieldy 3.
That sucks.
So
Alright,
he's
here we go.
defense
Ooh.
3,
Be about a
4,
50
5?
50. Yeah,
Defense 5. Okay.
nailed it.
Oh.
Not even
Oh,
hard.
man, he didn't even have to try. He's gonna squish this poor bastard. Okay, roll the damage. For the first time since the death of Iron Jaws, his Power Claw tastes blood once more. 14 damage, AP 3. Absolutely squishing this guy and making him a stain
sick.
on the ground. Peppa, you're up.
I will now jam the 23 flavors of healing into our boss's chest.
Okay. So it's what, Medicaid, and if you pass, every shift is an extra wound?
Indeed.
Okay.
Oh, I should have gotten more dice.
Oh, that's a complication, though.
Yeah. Rip.
You strike him in the heart and he dies. Sorry.
So, because I have a talent, make it all better.
That's the name of the talent.
Yeah, make it all better. So I should have gotten.
Not to be confused with Bigga is better.
Yeah, I should have gotten 4 more dice.
Oh, is it add like rank bonus or something?
Rank bonus ×2.
Oh, okay, go ahead. Roll 'em. That's a lot of dice. Holy shit. There's a 6.
Yeah, 1 shift. So, you will get 2 wounds back.
And then a complication. Harsh environment.
You know what? I'm gonna.
I was gonna say I'm gonna take a point of ruin, but I'm maxed out, I think. I don't know if I can go up to 8, maybe. I don't know what it is, but I don't think I'm gonna be using 6 points of ruin.
I'm gonna wrath that and see if I can get any more shifts.
Nope.
Nope.
Okay.
But the other 3, they get to re-roll too. Nope. God damn.
Okay.
18
Wow.
dice.
Yeah, that's rough. That is not statistics working as they are supposed to.
We've rolled so many complications.
Scorcha.
So mad.
It's like every other roll is a complication.
Oh, that's me. Yeah, where is everybody, Scorcha? Oh, yeah. Okay, so these guys are living right now.
Yes, those 2, and then there's one around the corner here that shot at the Slugga Boy.
Oh, well, I can't see him. So I'm going to throw a stick bomb at this one.
Okay. That is a hit. Roll damage.
Oh, I forgot shifting. Fuck.
Oh, go ahead and roll 2 more. Oh, it's not going to matter with 12 damage.
Yeah.
Blast 6. Holy shit.
Wait, what? What's Blast 6?
The stick bomb, apparently?
Where did you throw that?
I'm
Oh,
gonna say, you hit the Slugga Boy,
Oh,
A valiant sacrifice. It's okay.
but you also hit the other tribal warrior. Okay. So actually, then roll. You know what? Fuck it. The Slugga Boy's dead too. I'm just gonna make it real easy. He dead. And this other guy in the back is also dead. A tremendously large explosion, suspiciously large for a hand grenade, goes off. It's bigger blast radius than the Mega Blaster. That can't be right.
I haven't changed anything. It's
Yeah,
what it is.
well, that's the
Only
rule.
did
Them's
it
the
a few
rules.
times.
Yeah, massive explosion just incinerates like a quarter of the room, and yeah, they're all dead. The boys are left.
And that's dead.
Yep. There's one guy left who is around the corner here, but you guys don't see him right now. So, give me an awareness test with whoever's turn it is. The boys. This guy's gonna try to piece the fuck out.
see. I'll roll for the Burna Boy.
I'll roll for me Slugga Boy down here.
Or for the shooter. Is that awareness?
Yes.
But
He has Wrath that he's gonna reroll.
shooter's 3.
They do not. They
Oh.
do not have wrath. That's just the basic character sheet because it's a PC character sheet.
The
They
Oh,
can
Slugga-
use
bummer.
the wrath. They can't use their own. They don't have any.
The Slugga Boy got 4 successes.
Ooh.
Okay. And what is awareness based off? Because that is a tie.
Ooh, yeah, good question. Intellect. His intellect is 1.
All right. This guy has a higher stat, so he stealths away and escapes.
More than 1? Impossible.
And that appears to be it as the combat comes to an end. Wow, that is a lot of dead Thentros folk. And
Well, you know.
a messed up Loktar and Peppa as well.
Fucking crits, man.
Hell yeah, love those crits. Really the best part of any game.
Well, yeah.
Gorcha. Find boss killer.
Oh, you got it, boss.
And like in like a head banging motion, like just slams his face into the water
Okay.
and starts looking.
All right.
So we're going to take a brief 15-20 minute break so that we can heal up. Since
Maybe
most
a
of
little
our...
bit.
Why? I feel great.
Yeah, I'd be okay if my gun didn't explode and then a guy came up and carved into my chest. All at once.
Oh yeah, that happened.
Yeah, the only way they can do damage is with crits, it seems. So,
Kinda.
Well, we are our own worst enemy this session.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's so many complications. It's a record.
MVP over here, Brep Goob. I give him
Like,
like
I
giant
remember-
high five.
I remember being bummed about a couple of rolls in like a couple of sessions of Gallows Guys, and I'm just flabbergasted with how many fucking complications we've had.
So many.
Bit ridiculous.
Yeah, it's not going as bad as it could, too.
Yeah.
So do we want to just keep going down the tunnels? Is that the plan?
Yeah, I really do wish you guys would just roll complications on combat attacks because they're way easier to do. Having to fucking come up with an idea every time, not exactly easy. So, but suffice to say, Scorcha, you do find Boss Killa. It's not that hard to find it eventually, but it is completely unpowered and shorted out. But yeah, you do recover it.
Here you go, boss.
Head hacker, can you turn it on?
It ain't doing no voiding.
It'll be a DN7 test because it is soaking wet right now. Tech test to get it operational. Also, Brapgob does return your high five with enthusiasm. And please, Mark, take 2 boys. I'm sorry, 3 boys off of your... 3 of them died, right? Or was it just 2? Just 2. Please mark 2 boys off your total of the tribe. Big rip. Oh, I guess that's worth pointing out to the listeners. We are changing the rules a little bit for how the tribe growth works. It's not quite as much as last time. So rather than 3,200 orcs, the tribe is at, well, it was 1765. Now it's 1763. Their sacrifices will be remembered.
Yeah, so sad.
Oh,
Okay. Yeah, what do you guys do next? You do hear the sounds of others in the distance. It sounds like at least a handful more of these tribal warriors but you cannot see them from where you are, and the sound of them moving gets more and more distant, perhaps going deeper into the tunnels, until you are left with the sounds of the water and the echoes of the cave and the flickering of your light sources.
There's a lot of humies down here. We might need more boys. We need to be able to fan out and search the tunnels.
Yeah, yeah. Do we want to go back and bring in more, or?
Yeah, let's regroup. Get some more boys, some more gear.
All right. Well, the boys that are still alive here are having a great time. Really, really loving just killing these poor dudes who, can't take a hit to save their life. And you go back outside. Eventually, other parts of the warband that you brought down here on the drop ship return with similar stories of ambushes and traps and very squishy oomies that put up a decent fight, all things considered. But in full force, the orcs definitely have the advantage. Basically, what it comes down to, it seems like the light or lack of light clearly does not seem to affect the humans. Either they have much better vision than you, or your light sources are giving you away. But you don't see any of them using any sort of light sources, so you're probably, led to believe that they have developed some sort of low light or night vision or dark vision. However, since there aren't really many commandos or sneaky orcs in the tribe, the ambushes, the stealth, and the traps certainly take their toll, and that seems to be doing a lot more damage to the other groups than you guys. So, did we say how many dudes actually fit in your transport? You ever actually determine that?
I think you said a couple hundred. But then I asked for bikes, and then that brought it down a little bit.
All right. We will say let's do this right now, so we don't ever have to argue about this again. We'll say the dropship can hold. Let's see. You did the heavy one, right? And we said that was comparable to a manta, right?
A manta.
Minus the guns.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we'll say it can hold 300 dudes, approximately.
I'm assuming we have maybe a couple mechs among the group.
Yeah, I mean, you guys have mechs because you do have a Death Skull tribe, and Mulgrim's, got plenty of mechs. You've got bikes. So, let us roll here. So the ambushes take their toll. And let's see. 29 orcs never return from the tunnels. If you want to adjust your tribe numbers there, please. Obviously, from the couple, 2 plus 100 you brought down, it's not that big of a deal. But for people with, loincloths and sticks and sharp, arrows, they definitely don't go down without a fight.
Is anybody updating that, or should I go in there and do it?
And Matt's kind of been our de facto. Can
Well,
you?
that'd
Yeah,
be from
I just wanted to follow up.
Are you
the
able- are you able-
vindication ship's notes.
Yes. Are you able to edit that?
All right. So here it says size of tribe 1763. Oh yes, I can edit this.
Okay.
Out 20. How many
29?
was it? 9?
Yes.
Cool. So that brings it down to 34 or 1734.
All right. So what's your plan here, Lokhtar? Just
So after everybody briefs me on what happened while we were gone.
All right, get some mechs. I want lights built up everywhere. Shine them at the tunnels. Shine them everywhere.
All right, I will need a test to get your boys in order. Again, you can leadership, or intimidation or persuasion. Basically, anytime you do a command to the tribe, it'll be one of those 3 tests. So you just tell me how you're doing it, and then we will go from
leadership, there. Leadership right now.
Okay. All right.
With
well, leading by example and with a critical, the boys are all too eager and excited to know that you guys are not giving up and going back in for more fights. And your mechs get to work crafting all sorts of goofy stuff. You see headlights being placed on the bikes. You see lights being strapped to some of the bikers or some of the boys' helmets. Lights strapped to guns, like a typical, military flashlight on the bottom or top of a gun. And you see many of them kind of taking example from Peppa and just putting together torches, good old regular stuff. And the boys are encouraged and ready and excited for this big scrap. So we'll just do a couple rolls here to see how this all goes. Do you bring any more orcs down from the ship? Or do you stick with what you have here on Planetside so far?
Let's give
I guess,
boys a chance to get into a scrap.
What's your goal here, Loktar?
Eradication.
Planet with orcs.
We're planning to move in? Because it doesn't seem like a sort of handshake scenario. At least in my experience so far.
Okay, or just you're muted if.
No, we need our own base. We need to set a camp. Anything valuable that we can use. Black rock, tech, building materials. Our tribe's growing and we need to be able to support it.
Okay. So, in Orky terms, we're looting?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. I mean, I'm not expecting a grand plan here. I just want to know generally what you're trying to accomplish. Are we trying to kill everything that we see? Are we trying to get into a fight? Are we trying to get, scrap and goodies?
Well,
All of
scrap
the
and
above?
goodies, but we're also trying to establish a good start for the tribe and make sure that they're not cooped up on a ship.
Okay. Understood. All right, then. Here's what we shall do. Are you bringing any more boys down from the ship, or just what you got so far?
Yeah, if I could do another round from the transport to the Mantish.
Okay.
Could we give it a name, maybe?
Sure. What do you guys want to call it? If anybody has an idea, please, by all means.
Yeah. If anybody has a transport ship name, something that delivers boys.
I got one. Cause do you guys remember in the old Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cartoon, they had the transports with the drills on the front?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, those things were so cool.
So the proper term for that, toy-wise, was called the Mutant Module. So how about the Mad Boy Module?
All right.
Perfect.
Here for it.
All right, Matt, if you'd be so kind as to put a note next to your transport. The Mad Boy module. Love it. Okay, well, you call back to the ship, sending the Mad Boy module back to the Vindication and getting another 300 or so orcs and boys to bring down. And the tribe is proper excited, and your mechs work throughout the day, or through the night, because by the time you guys get done in here, it's becoming nightfall. So you guys set up the camp where the outside, where you first spotted the child, and you guys get to work prepping and scrapping. the next day, you lead your 600-ish warriors down into the tunnels, and it is a ruckus to behold as the orcs swarm in, now properly equipped with lights and knowledge of what lies ahead. It'll probably be a much better fight for you guys. So, let's do this. Would each of you please give me a... Go ahead and roll for the orcs. Give me a weapon skill test. And these will be opposed rolls against the tribe. You guys can have +1 for the lights, and another... I'll give them a negative because you guys are aware of their traps now, so their tactics and stealth are not going to be as effective.
Okay, you want me to roll that?
Everybody, each of you roll. We'll assume like each of you is
Okay.
leading a group, or just to split things up here.
Okay, so what is it? Awareness?
Weapon skill.
Oh,
with,
weapon skill.
+1 bonus.
Okay, I can't use ballistic skill.
No, because the majority of the tribe is armed with melee weapons.
Rip.
But you should be rolling off the Orc Boys character sheet, not your own.
Oh,
Oh.
Okay.
all right. Let me find that burner boy then.
I am going to spend a point of ruin here to try to give these guys a fighting chance, but we'll see. Oh, it actually paid off a little bit.
A little bit better.
Okay, what the hell? I did that, and
Uh-oh.
Double
motherfucking
complications, bro.
Complication.
hey, hold on. I need to try something here because that didn't work.
Ugh.
So many complications.
Well, it's
So
like
it's-
success, but really?
It subtracts the ruin, but it doesn't actually change my roll, and it doesn't show what I rolled when I do the ruin. So unless I actually pay attention to the dice rolls. But if I go back, I can't spend ruin again because it's actually spent ruin. It says clear rerolls, but if I clear rerolls, nothing happens. What if I do this? This is an opposed roll, so if anybody wants to spend any of their personal wrath or glory, now's your time.
Sure. That's about it.
And then roll your complications as well and tell me what you each got.
Machine spirit. Something goes wrong with our machines. And I got 4 successes.
Okay. Okay, everybody else, what you guys get?
I got 5 successes with a shift.
Okay.
I used the Wrath to reroll and got 6 successes.
All right.
I got 5 successes with a shift and a wrath complication.
What you get on the complication?
Warp interference.
Okay. So, Matt, you had 6. Everybody else had 5 or less?
I think so.
Okay. All right. Well, the ruin pays off here because they also had 6 successes. So, Head Hacka, the group that you lead, does well. You guys do eventually win, but it is a tough fight, and these people are rugged and do not give up. And when this is all said and done, you feel as though perhaps these people have encountered greenskins before, because they do not give up like you would expect other Umis to give up. But your group is basically successful. The other 3 groups, however, are not as successful and are actually driven back, or just not as successful in their looting as you would hope to be. So first of all, we need to do casualties here. So for each group that lost, you're taking 5d10 casualties. All right. So whatever 29 times 5 is, another 29. How about that? Oh, I already rolled it, so we'll just do my.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Actually, no, you guys roll. They're your groups. You guys each roll. So the three of you that lost roll 5d10, and Matt, your group won. Just roll 2d10. You obviously take some casualties, just not as many.
What?
Okay. A total of 98 orcs out of your 600-ish do not come back. Matt, with your success, you guys gain a point of scrap. And your group, I mean, all the boys are excited because they fought, but obviously losing does not do much for the morale. So it is a tough couple days of fights that goes on, and it becomes a war of attrition as the traps and the stealth continue to give your guys problems despite the advantages you thought that you had. So Loktar, at this point, it seems you need to make a decision. If you continue to force the orcs to fight at this rate, they're beginning to lose their will to fight, and you think that it could be disastrous as you are easily, I shouldn't say easily, but you are certainly losing this war. Or you can try to press on, or you can GTFO and go somewhere else.
Oof, that is a tough decision to make. Do we have any big machines on the ship that maybe Mulgrim's been working on that we could bring to the fight?
He is working on something, but you don't know what it is at this point.
Have we found anything in the cave other than just like pockets of resistance?
You do find places where they actually have like their permanent villages and homes set up. It seems these people do actually live in the caves, and they have basically set up little villages in some of these larger caverns, which get quite huge. But they're very rudimentary, similar to what you'd expect, feral orcs to build. Not that any of you guys remember what it was like being feral orcs, but stuff that's made out of, just wood and the natural stone here. You don't find really any metalworking. These people are definitely kind of Stone Age level tech. So there's not much to loot from them, so you don't even get much from your successful raids. I mean, you probably, at least with the successful raids, you are able to take some extra slaves to add to the crew of the ship. So if you guys want to add +1 to crew population from Head Hacka's successful attack.
Okay.
But yeah, everything else not doing too well. I would say subtract 3 morale from the ship because the other 3 groups failed. Basically, you were defeated.
And during the time that we've been kind of like raiding the caves, has there been any word from Mulgrim about any other space travel or ships nearby? Any scans that have been found anything?
No, there's no detection of any other vessels in orbit. No one has attacked or made their presence known if there is anyone out there. And scans of the planet, more or less, at this point, they can be a little bit more thorough. They find more places where they're pretty sure you guys could find more caves and fight more people. One thing, though, that they do notice, I won't make you guys roll because you guys have enough time to do proper scans and take your time. They detect various creatures and wildlife out here. But one thing that they find, which then seems to confirm your suspicions earlier, is they do find signs of feral orcs on this planet. And that indeed seems to be where these natives have learned to battle greenskins.
Maybe we should go rope them into the tribe.
Yeah. That seems more worth our time on this planet. Who delivers those scans to me? Is it Mulgrim or just something from our ship?
We'll assume it's Mulgrim or one of his underlings that's helping with that. Maybe they find it and they tell him and then he tells you.
Hey, you lot. Just received word. There might be more orcs on this planet. They know our tactics. They know we fight. Because they already fight us. What say we find their tribe? Make a deals. We could use more boys.
Yeah.
Let's get a...
Brilliant conversation.
More boys on board is a bigger party. Let's do it.
I mean, it kind of makes sense. Like, Locktar's the blood axe, so he's like thinking all tactically. You guys are around like the war table with the maps and everything, and he's like pointing all this stuff out, and you guys are like, sounds
Yeah.
great.
More test subjects. Yeah, I like it.
Like it's really hard to like think like an orc and be like, how should I do this?
Oh no, you guys are doing great, man. It's hilarious. But no, I imagine that's how it is. Like, that's probably how most Blood Axe war bosses find themselves. All right, so he's gonna go around the corner. He's gonna sneak, and they're just like, yeah, cool, and they just all run out, guns blazing,
By sneak, you mean shoot our guns into the air, right?
leaving the war boss to facepalm every time. I mean, you know, boyz are kind of willing to do whatever at this point. They're not too keen to fight again unless you come up with something else, because they're all kind of licking their wounds. So...
Alright, boys. Let's go find us some orcs.
Ooh. Okay. Well, we are just about at that time, so it appears next week our adventures on Thentros will continue as you seek out the tribes, and we'll see what happens when you meet some feral orcs and what the plan is. Will they be roped into the tribe? Will they be forced? Will we have orc-on-orc bloodshed? Well, you'll have to tune in. You weren't expecting the Umis to pull this one out, but they did. Oh, they did. So,
Maybe if our rolls weren't such shit tonight.
well, you know, I used 1 point of ruin, and it seems to have ruined all your plans. So,
Oh, I see what you did there.
yeah. I was going to use another one to boost that critical on you, Sean, but I felt that was a little too mean.
Yeah, I had fucking 2 HP left.
But,
And I'd taken 8 mortal wounds in the span of 6 seconds.
yeah, we're probably going to do that from now on, though, because it's a good thing you dragged Locktar away, because after he kept fighting, those guys were totally going to start stabbing him when he was on the ground and causing traumatic injuries. So, oh, that's right, you had an injury, though. We have to look that up really quick.
I have a twitch.
Twitch. Not a Twitch stream, just a regular Twitch.
Yeah, please join Locktar's Twitch stream.
You know, just cut off the twitch and give me a mechanic. Just give me a robotic arm. Wherever the twitch is.
Seems a little aggressive, but you know, I'm an orc. I'm gonna do it.
I guess it is a like your character twitches now from this injury. So let's roll me a d6. Let's see what part of your body is twitching. There's a chart here for traumatic. It's your hand. Okay. Well, we'll say it's your sword hand after getting Boss Killa knocked out and into the water. Remember, we got to repair Boss Killa too. Yeah, I assuming your sword hand is your right hand, unless you're one of those heathen left-handers, in which case you can't be war boss anymore. So yeah, your hand twitches, especially when you don't have Boss Killa in it, because you're just raring for a fight. Head Hecka, do you want to try to
my hand?
do you want to try to fix the Boss Killa before we call it, so we don't forget?
Oh yeah, let's give it a shot.
Right,
I'd love to get
DN 7 on this one.
beans.
You roll a lot of dice though, don't you?
I do roll a lot of dice.
The last
Wait.
roll gonna be a complication.
This thing is not an orc's weapon, right?
No,
Dang.
it is an Eldar weapon.
Okay.
Big props to getting the power claw out finally. That was really exciting. Glad to see
Oh, that
that.
was sweet. That was sweet.
Couldn't let that go. You said 7, right?
Yeah, is this? I still is a stick bomb really blast 6? That seems so insanely good.
Oh,
Ugh,
Are you-
great.
It is.
oh come on! Not plus killer.
A complication. Oh
But he
no!
succeeded.
He definitely succeeded. He's got 8 successes. Go
How
ahead.
would he,
and
how would he
roll.
just like stabs himself in the foot as he does it?
Yep.
Take one for the team.
Roll a complication.
Uh,
Damn. Man.
a few in there in the meantime that weren't wrath complications. So I think I'm like, I want to say 9 out of 13, 14. So like more than half for sure.
Yeah, it's almost like
Yeah.
every other roll
Yeah.
at this point.
Okay. All right. Were you part of the group that fought the Eldar? When you guys got Boss Killer at Heka? Was that you?
No. It was just
I
me and Eric.
Oh yeah, I wasn't in the like the kidnapping thing, but I did almost get incinerated by the rogue trader captain. That was my big injury, I guess.
Okay. All right.
Actually, I had another one. What was the other thing? Broken jaw. Oh, that was when we were taking the armory and a bunch of explosions happened somehow.
Somehow, orcs. That's what happened.
it's gonna be the name of our campaign somehow.
I'm trying to see here what a. I'll have to think about that complication because I feel like it should be something memorable, but I don't have anything off the top of my head. So let me just make a note here. Okay. So, yeah, you fixed it, but it'll have some sort of unseen thing next time. And I think that's a good place to call it. So join us next week, listeners. Thank you so much for being here this week. But be sure you join us next week as we hang out with some feral orcs and see what Lokhtar's plan is for the rest of this planet. Thank you all so much. As usual, have a great Thanksgiving, although by the time you hear this, it will be over. But enjoy your holidays, whatever it is you do. Stay safe out there, and we will see you on the flip side, same time next week. Nighty-night.